I've followed your journey for a while. It's been very inspiring, and
thanks.
it's helped me get through a lot of really hard times and find my own calling. So I actually just launched my own coaching business in November.
Congrats.
Thank you. Heal Her Holistic. So helping women through a lot of trauma, chronic illness, basically everything we've pretty much touched on today.
Beautiful.
A lot of shame.
That's beautiful.
So I'm taking a lot of notes. But I'm having a lot of resistance in my nervous system to stepping into my calling, even though I was in first grade standing in my room and I just had this gut feeling like, you're going to have a big impact on the world one day. And I was like, whoa, I'm in first grade. Like, shoved it down. And it kept coming back up. And life kept redirecting me. And through a lot of my healing, the adversity I'd been through, I've come to a place of surrender and gratefulness where it didn't happen to me, it happened for them, meaning the people that I'm going to inspire one day and help with my stories, very similar to you. Again, I'm just having that resistance in my nervous system, even though I know this is my purpose, this is my calling, this is why these things happened. Do you have any advice?
You have a resistance in like launching or being more successful or like getting more clients or getting bigger?
My
so
first client.
You have a feeling that you're supposed to do this, but then you don't feel emotionally safe in doing it still. Is that what I'm hearing you say? Like your nervous system is scared.
Yeah, my nervous system's like, no.
What's the thing you're more afraid of? Failing or succeeding?
I think succeeding.
Why do you think you're afraid of changing lives, making more money, and becoming successful in the eyes of yourself and others?
Because it is not aligned with my family of origin story.
So you have a belief system that is, and your behaviors are mimicking those beliefs. They're in alignment with the belief. It's not aligned with the way you were raised or what your parents think or your grandparents or the family, or it's not what you're supposed to do. And so therefore you're behaving in alignment. So you're doing exactly what your beliefs are wanting you to do. So the only way you can start behaving in a different way is to start shifting and believing in a different way and start rewiring those beliefs, which for me, was more around, am I deserving of love? I knew I wanted to be successful. I wasn't afraid of success. I was afraid of judgment. And if someone knew me, they really saw into me, they wouldn't love me. And I was afraid of that. And I would sabotage relationships in sense of choosing certain people that weren't emotionally available for me also, right? And it took me rewiring through exercises, workshops, therapy, coaching, whatever I could learn to start to believe something else was possible. And again, I never saw marriage as a good thing. I saw it as like only causing pain. And so I didn't believe it was possible for me. But I craved intimacy and connection, right? But I just suffered with it. And it wasn't until I was able to essentially, put a photo of my 8-year-old self on my phone and have, as weird as it sounds, a conversation with that little boy inside of me every single time I saw the phone 100 times a day and started to say, I got you, you're safe, I'm the adult in the room, I'm taking care of us now, thank you for getting us here, I got you now. Not worrying about what my parents think, creating boundaries with family, friends, business colleagues, and creating a boundary with myself. Emotionally and spiritually, I was able to start mending and forgiving myself. And one of the best practices I have done, again, this might be a little weird here, is look myself in the mirror and say, I forgive you. And truly look yourself in the eyes, and it might take months, a year. It may not happen the first time you try this. And it's got to be integrated into the whole holistic process of healing. Essentially what you're trying to teach women, it sounds like.
That's what I was thinking.
You've got to be integrating this in your life. And once you continue to do that personally, you're going to be able to thrive. But right now you're blocked internally because you don't believe you'll be accepted or your family's going to say, well, you can't hang out with, whatever it is. I'm not sure.
Is that what it is? Are you afraid that family's going to judge you if you do this thing?
I'm trying to figure that out. I think it's more of a survival thing of I had to be who they wanted me to be, and I'm from a small town. There's a lot of scarcity mindset.
And no one's able to go beyond a certain level.
That's right, yeah.
And no one's able to leave the town or they think they're better
that's
than.
fascinating.
And no one's able to have a certain amount of success or we're going to bring them back down.
That's right.
And I had to leave my hometown and essentially have, no friends.
That's right.
And leave my family to go create a new identity. I'm not saying that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
But you're going to need to have, you're going to get to, if you
Yeah.
want to have a beautiful relationship with friends, family, and community,
Yeah.
you're going to also get to have the most courageous, honest conversation you've ever had with each one of them. And saying, you know me as this person, Missy, right? Is it Missy? You know me as Missy from childhood, and now I want to step into an upgraded Missy.
Melissa. My real name.
Melissa.
Melissa. I'm
See,
now Melissa.
she likes that. Now she's Melissa. That's interesting.
Well,
It's my real name.
and everyone calls you Missy at home.
I've always been Missy.
And so you're no longer Missy.
That's
a
good.
belief system.
That's good.
Not that it's not fun or cute or whatever, and it's like fine. But if
Yeah.
that's your identity, is I'm Missy, where people think of me this way, and I'm the good daughter, and I'm the good sister, and I'm the good friend, and I don't ruffle the feathers, then you're going to stay in a safe, comfortable place. And it sounds like the girl in you is screaming. Even though you look put together, it sounds like inside of you, the girl is screaming at you. And you're trying to keep it quiet, and you're trying to keep it calm, and you're trying to say, I'm going to set up my business and structure it a certain way, but I just haven't been able to get that first client. The little girl is screaming, Melissa, go for it. And who cares if we fail? But this is what you feel called to do.
Yeah.
And so you're shutting down the girl in you who wants to pursue something, to feel
So
safe
true.
and fit in and protected within your family of origin, it sounds like. And you know all this already. I'm not saying something you don't already know. This is not some new concept, because you've studied this without me. You've studied this on your own. And you're exactly where you need to be right now, the synchronicity of this conversation happening. And it's every day you wait, you are limiting the girl in you, the potential to make a difference in people's lives.
That's
by
the
trying
key.
to please a few people in your life or fit in a certain way. And it's going to require you having the most courage you've ever had in your life to sit down and have real conversations with the people in your life that you feel have been limiting you. And maybe they haven't even been limiting you. It might be your own sense of it. Just sit down with them and say, this is what I want to do. And I want to know you're going to accept me and love me no matter what I do. They may accept you or not, but you having that conversation will set you free.
Yeah.
And that would be my reflection for you.
That's good. And I have to add one thing here, because you're still trying to figure it out. And Lewis, I've had the pleasure of coaching so many people on the air. And one of the things that I found when someone would say they were afraid to start, is one of the fears is rejection.
Yeah, of course.
Because you've come through a lot of pain, which scarred you, stained you, labeled you, okay? And when you're launching a coaching business, you are the business. Lewis and I get this. When we launch a book, we're not selling a copier. If somebody doesn't like my show or doesn't like your book or they give a negative review, it's really personal to us.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm saying this to say I understand the parallel here. And I think part of what you're dealing with is the previous pain you've had. If you put yourself out as a coach and the first 3 women you talk to, they don't sign up with you, I think you're afraid that it's going to validate. And what you got to remember is you're going to have to get through some no's in order to get to the yeses. The actual women that you so profoundly said are the women that you went through pain for them, because you made it out. So I hope that encourages you. I think some of that is that.
Well, I also feel like you think you're an imposter because you haven't done it yourself.
That is exactly what I wrote.
That's what it is.
So you're thinking, I want to help women. I want to help people heal themselves and holistically improve and have a healthier journey. But I know deep down I haven't done this for me because I'm afraid to talk to my mom, or I'm afraid to talk to my sister or my dad or whoever it is, and my grandparents that have put me in a box, and I'm afraid to do it myself. So how can I coach someone if I can't do it for me yet? And so I think once you do that, you'll set yourself free to have more courage to see if this is something you want to pursue. So right now you've just been thinking about it probably for years and you haven't done it. And that is like stuck block energy. And so my recommendation would be go as fast as you can into having these courageous conversations with everyone that you feel worried about their opinion. Do it tonight. Schedule it this weekend. Whatever it is.
Just a quick poll around the room. How many of you with a hearty yes believe that Melissa can win as a coach?
Yes.
That wasn't very hearty, but we'll take
Yes.
it. We'll take it.
I believe you can win if you're willing to take the courageous steps.
That's exactly right. So
if you
good.
if you stay in fear and anxiety, you can't win.
So good.